Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Anupriya, and as you all know through the thumbnail that in this video I'm going to talk about how I cleared my FMG in my first attempt and what was my strategy that I followed to clear this exam. So let's get into the video. So the first and the foremost thing that I want to talk about is the choosing the mode of study. You can go for online mode, you can go for offline mode, or if you want to do your study at home, you can go for it. Just the one thing that I want to say here is that please don't be in the FOMO that your friend is doing offline coaching, so he will be or she will be able to clear the exam and you will not be able to pass the exam. It's not like that, guys. It depends on the strategy and it depends on how much you are putting your effort and how you are able to use your concept in the MCQs. That's it. It is not about you what mode you are choosing. Whatever mode you are choosing, you have to stick to that and you have to study continuously and revising the subject. Now the second thing that I want to talk about is having a discipline and following a good timetable. I know following a timetable is sometimes difficult, but when you are doing your online studies, you have to follow certain timetable. You have to complete certain subjects on a particular day, on a particular time. So you must follow that timetable, I would say. Yes, please take out some time for yourself for every day. Like if you are studying for 7-8 hours, take that 1 hour to talk to your family, to talk to your friends who can motivate you. Do not attach to the people who cannot motivate you or who does not support you throughout your preparation. I would say stay away from those people. You can definitely be in contact with them after your exam, but if you think that something is distracting you away from your exam, you must stay away from that. If I talk about myself, so after coming from Kyrgyzstan, for the first 1.5 month I tried to study by my own self. I had Mero, so I used to study from that, but then I realized I was not able to follow my timetable pretty well. And my family is also big. I have kids at my home, so it was not that much supportive environment for preparation. So I thought it's better to join offline coaching. So I joined Mednext coaching. Again, it was not like particular that I want to join this coaching only, but it was definitely sure in my mind that if I want to join any coaching, then the faculty should be topmost, and I must have read from those faculties before also. The next thing that I want to talk about is giving the GT. I started giving my GT as soon as I joined this coaching, because every teacher over there was saying that you must start giving the GT and you must evaluate your preparation. Of course, the GT is not going to decide how much marks you are going to get in the exam, but definitely it's going to tell you about what's your preparation, where you are lacking, what wrong you are doing in marking the question. So the first GT that I gave, in that I got 135 marks. Then in the next GT I got 136 marks. But as the time passes and as I started completing my subjects, I started getting 150 marks, then 160 marks. And the last GT, last second GT that I gave was FMG mock test on Mero. So in that I got 178 marks. After that, one more mock test happened in my coaching. So in that I got 205 marks. So this is how I approached this GT, because every time I used to give GT, I used to see where I'm lacking, and mostly I found that I was doing too much silly mistakes. So for that I used to solve more questions, and I used to read my concepts again and again, because reading your notes and reading a particular concepts that you are not able to apply in the question is very much important. So I used to read that explanation of the question, and then I used to go to the my notes and revise it again. Here, one more thing that I want to talk about is that what Marva sir used to say in the coaching. I read medicine from Marva sir in the same coaching. So he used to say that you should make your paper one that much strong that you can get 100 marks in that. Plus, you do not have to worry about the paper too much if it comes tough also, or there are other reasons like when you give the paper one, you get 2 hour break, and after that from 2 o'clock to 4:30 you are going to give the paper 2. So paper 2 is in the afternoon time. You can feel sleepy, you can feel drowsy, you can feel fatigue. So it's better to make your paper 1 strong, because if paper 1 goes well, paper 2 will also go well only. So this is what sir used to say, and my paper 1 was particularly weak, so I tried to cover it till like I can get equal marks in paper 1 and paper 2. So this is what I tried. So the next thing that I want to talk about is taking care of your own self, like eating healthy food. If you do not get healthy food, do not eat junk food, eat more fruits, I would say, and have a proper sleep, because as you reach the exam dates, your pressure will increase, you will feel frustrated. Plus after studying for 6-7 months, you will definitely feel depressed, and if you will not get good marks in the GT somewhere also, you can feel low. So I would say have proper food and have a proper sleep cycle, so you do not have to worry about those things, because many students get sick before the exam and other things can also happen. So I would suggest follow a proper routine. What I used to do during my coaching time was I used to sleep for 4 to 6 hours, then I used to go to coaching, and after completing my classes I used to go to library, and after revising my subject, after doing the MCQs, then I used to go to my home back. So this was my routine during my classes, and after completion of the classes, that is 1 month before the examination, I used to take 7 hours of sleep, and then I used to go to the library, and I used to come in the night around 11:30, and then I used to sleep at 1 o'clock, and again the cycle repeats. One thing I would say, it does not matter how many hours you are studying, it matters how much you are able to retain and how much you are able to apply the concept on your MCQs, rather than studying for 18 hours, 20 hours. It does not matter. I knew my friends who studied for 18-19 hours and they did not clear the exam. So the last thing that I want to talk here in this video is that this FMC exam is not just the evaluation of your preparation, but it's also going to check how you respond to difficult times, because believe me guys, tough times are going to come and you have to face it. When I was preparing, my health also went down. Then my brother's marriage also happened 25 days before the exam. Then I used to live with my sister in Delhi. So there also, just 1 week before, some guest came at our house. So it was definitely a difficult time. I used to feel demotivated. I used to feel like these many days I lost and I haven't prepared for these many days. So these negative thoughts used to come in my mind, but then I used to boost myself and motivate myself that it's okay, I have lost these many days, I cannot do anything about it. So then I used to think like I have to prepare and I have to cover this much of syllabus, so I used to cover it afterwards. So if I have to say how many days I actually prepare, so for 3.5 months I prepared well, because I took coaching in August 8th, 8th or 10th, and then for 15 days I haven't studied anything. So according to that, I studied for almost 3.5 months, and definitely many subjects I left. I was not able to do coaching properly also. So most of the subjects I did in the coaching, but around 5-6 subjects I studied by my own self. Everyone can clear the exam, just you have to approach the exam and you have to be mentally strong that these things are going to come. And if you do not know anything, then also you have to think like, okay, whatever has happened, it has already occurred. I do not have to think those things and I have to move forward. This is all the mantra I could say for the exam or for any preparation. So this is all I wanted to talk about in this video. In case you have any query, you can comment in the comment box, or if you want to text me personally on the Instagram, I will give my Instagram handle in the description box. You can go and check over there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next video, which will be on faculties that I used for all my 19 subjects. Till then, bye bye.